My name is Cullen, and this is my beautiful wife, Shelly-Ann. Newly minted as of a week ago, and as we record this, is our honeymoon. Newly minted just because of the honeymoon. But what you're looking at here is in the making for 29 beautiful years. We met at UTech in
That was 29 years ago there.
what year was it?
I don't remember.
Okay, 94, 95.
Let's go there.
Yeah, 94, 95.
Oh, yes. I had just finished high school.
Yes,
And I came on UTech.
yes,
And you were so gracious to keep me company.
yes. I'm that kind of guy, by the way, you know. You
Didn't
need
know that
company,
then.
you know. Yeah.
I needed company.
Just be careful, though, okay? If you need my company, you might just stick around for 29 years. Shelly-Ann and I met as one of those
Chance encounters.
incidences that was on the way, as it is evident, as they say. Yeah, it was one of those impromptu meetings. I had a dorm mate. His name is Moses. And Shelly-Ann's friend was Moses' friend. And Moses' friend and Shelly-Ann's friend was having a meeting in the dorm room, and Shelly-Ann was in the common area.
Waiting for my friend.
Yes, because I was doing martial arts at the time. In school, UTech, extracurricular activities, we do taekwondo. So I finished taekwondo class, coming in hungry, ready to take a shower and get schoolwork done. And then she in the common area. Well, I wanted to take a shower that particular day.
Okay, wanted.
So she was in the common area, and she told me, after she realized I was going to the same room that Moses was in, I couldn't enter the room. So I had to sit at the table and we talked, and that's how we met, in a dorm room.
So he stayed with me for a while, and after that, he called me. And I was like, this is Colin. He's like, this is Colin. I'm like, Colin who? At the time, I knew about 3 different Collins, so I really wasn't sure which Colin it was. But, you know, that's a long history short is where we went. Popeyes was our go-to place. So I used to travel from Spanish Town to UTech almost every week or 3 days out of the week. And from there, we used to talk. We used to go to Popeyes. Monday tight then. So it was a 3-piece chicken with fries and biscuit. You ate 2 pieces always. Always.
The bigger stomach, you know we go with. Yeah,
Always.
man thing.
Yeah, always. And when it wasn't the fried chicken, and it was, what do you call it, sprat? Sprat and dumpling.
Papine, man.
Sprat, sprat and dumpling.
Fry fish and dumpling, $10, sir. Would you have 20? It's
Yep.
taxi fare and get some fried fish and flour papine. Yeah,
Yep.
man. School days, you know.
So we kind of like sent around food. As you notice, it was Popeyes and it was Sprat.
Yes.
And then I introduced them to pork chops. Never know pork chops.
Yes.
So I introduced them to pork. So if you can't see, everything was centered around food.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then we used to just travel, drive with license.
Yes. Hold on before we
Drive
get
without
there.
license.
The food part there, this is dorm life, you know, man. You know how school is money tight, always hungry, always something to do. But my parents resided in the grill, and because of taekwondo extracurricular activities, we had groups that would travel to Negril for taekwondo.
Yeah.
And that was the first time Shelly-Ann came to Negril, was with the taekwondo group that we were doing. UTech taekwondo group had an outing in Negril, and Shelly-Ann came
Yes.
to Negril with that group. And that was the first time we really got to spend outside of Kingston. Yes.
UTech.
So, Negril, this was introductory for us in school. So we finished school, and after school, I started to do work in Montego Bay as my first job. Shelly-Ann was
Michael
Teachers College at the time. So because we met in UTech, Kingston, we finished schooling, and 3 years after we met, I was working in Montego Bay, and she was working in Kingston Michael's Teachers College. And she will still travel to Montego Bay. That's how we know the train line to go to the market to get food, center around food again, everything in food. Money tight, we have to eat.
Yeah.
And I was working at the free zone in Montego Bay for a year. And after that, I took a job as a system administrator in Kingston and worked there for another year and a half before migrating to the US. And then that's where life took us apart.
Yes. And then
So that was the
5 years,
crossroads, yeah.
Yep. 5 years into life taking us apart. We got back together, technically started over, relationship-wise. And how much years later? 10 years later? Got the ring.
Yes.
Well, that's us in the making for a good while.
Yeah.
But we didn't get married until we were really, really ready for that.
Yeah,
So it was good.
yeah. In my opinion, I think we were always married. The ring was not needed to prove our love because it's more than a stamp signature and a ring, right? But it's important, and I'm happy that we did it. You see, and I'm happy to have Shelly-Ann as a wife, man, and we have the opportunity to really show some of a lot of what is missing today,
Yeah.
which is this union, unity, relationship of longevity. Shelly-Ann, I feel like Shelly-Ann is not only my wife, but a partner, a friend, a real family that we grow together. And I'm happy we're sharing that, I'm happy we're sharing that, and we really feel like we got a second opportunity, man. Because remember, survival, as they say, I migrated, I had to find my way. Shelly-Ann migrated, had to find her way. And we felt like we really got a second...
Full circle.
We got a second chance at life. And I think we had developed the skills enough to recognize the opportunity that we had and did the work over time.
Those take work.
To show
But it
the
made me
results that we see. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
I always say I don't have to watch TV. Well, our relationship, the biggest thing, which mostly out of the love, including the love, I should say, is the laughter. It made me laugh. I don't have to watch TV. I have my own entertainment right here.
And we're bringing that to the world too, under a different banner. But, I'm happy, man, to share this moment with you, man. And not everybody get these moments to share it. And when we do, support is needed. We need to see more of this. Sometimes it's a real talk, man. And sometimes we have to get to the real reason of why we're doing things. Like, we need more example of what we're trying to showcase here. We need to showcase the beauty of our woman. This is my wife, man. Not a lot of women like this are showcased and are viewed like this on this planet, and that's real. And we walk the walk. It's not a joke, as they say. So for us to be sitting here as we are,
29 years later,
and she's stressing food, you should know. Resources was not only limited, it was very limited. So it takes time, effort, commitment, communication, love, most importantly.
And make it your own.
Correct.
Don't have outside influence.
Correct.
Because that's one of the other biggest thing in our relationship. We made it our own.
Correct.
No family, no uncle, no mother, no sister.
Correct.
They tried, but we made it our own. There's no outside influence. It was our decision and our decision to make.
Same thing with the marriage.
Yeah.
You see, we got married at a time when we were ready to get married.
Yes.
Yes, we got married at a time when we feel we were ready, prepared, and got rid, man, of our baggage, meaning what we came through with. So we can
make our marriage ours.
Yes, meaning like Shelly-Ann got all of Cullen and Cullen only, not Cullen plus anything that came with the package of Cullen. Shelly-Ann got Cullen as a husband. That is very important, man, to me, because a lot of people do not get that experience. And to have this experience where we're really getting to experience our marriage on our terms, literally, it's a real blessing, man, coming from what we're coming from
and what we were exposed to.
So
even how I was proposed to, it's really funny. I'm there training, saw an email come in, online marriage application. All right, I can't make a face now because I'm in front of people training at the supermarket, telling him, Colin, that I'm going to be home late because I'm stopping at the supermarket. Did you see the email? Yes. So does that mean we're getting married? Yes. So we're really doing this? Yes. I mean, like what I was supposed to say, I'm in the supermarket at the checkout line, people watching me. There's not the time to have a conversation about that. Walk through the door. So we're really doing this. Do you really want me to get down on one knees now? No, dear, I'm good. We're doing this thing.
Yeah,
And
man.
so a week later, we got he got what we needed to get done. Colin got what we needed to get done. And we did it in less than a week.
Yes.
About a week.
Yes, but she's missing part of the context with that story, but that's okay.
Yeah, I have you adding there. I'm just talking about the part that I like. That's the part I like. How it all went down. All right, so you can add the missing piece.
Well, wisdom will say what the part that she like, I like that too, sir.
Colin is my friend. And not only my friend, as I say, he's my entertainer too. TV is not really an option sometimes because he makes me laugh up the wazoo. And not only that, he's my companion. And before I go to anybody else, it will always be Colin first because very objective. And sometimes, yeah, it's not easy to hear what he has to say, but what he has to say gives me different perspective. And because of that, he pushes me in uncomfortable situations that allow me to grow. And if for nothing else, I appreciate that part. So if I would say in one word how to describe my relationship with Colin is the love that I have for him, how he pushes to make me be better than who I think I should be. So that is what I really, really love about that. Fight on him sometime, but seriously, on a serious note, that is it for me.
Word of advice?
Huh?
Word of advice?
Yeah.
You see what you have to say right now?
Yeah.
This one better than what you just said.
Okay then. I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, Shelly-Ann is my all, man. That's all I can say. Shelly-Ann is my all. Shelly-Ann makes me better. Shelly-Ann compliments me in ways that I don't even think of. Because of her, I'm able to function the way that I function and be the best me. Because she compliments me and supports me and protects me in my blind spots. And, you know, loyalty in our relationship, man, is not something I take for granted. And in a lot of relationships, when people have the opportunity to take shots, man, they do. And Shelly-Ann is a person who has never done that to me, man, even when she could. That is a level of respect, man, that you don't see quite often because people are so quick to do it, even in the name of love. And because of our exposure of what this union is and this kind of partnership is, was so limited.
Yeah.
We really rely on each other. And I think that is what made us survive because we knew, first and foremost, we had to go to each other. So Shelly-Ann makes me better, man. And I'm very grateful that we're able to do this. We've been doing this a long time. And to know that we have the evidence to become what we became, to be able to experience what we were able to experience is a real blessing, man. Coming from Jamaica, coming from Guyana.
We always say we don't know what we wanted.
Yes. Yes.
We don't know what we want, but we know what we don't want.
Man.
That's
Yes,
always
man.
what we
Yes,
say.
man.
We're
Because
not sure.
Yeah, you don't know it all, but you know that gut feeling, that intuition
Yeah.
when things are feeling a little off. So it's a real blessing, man. And it's dynamic. We grow. We're becoming husband and wife as we continue along this road. And we will continue to grow and become better. But as we continue along that road, the foundation, man, are the same foundation that our ancestor passed on to us, whether we know it or not, in whatever form. You know, communication, man, love, sincere love, clear communication, loyalty, commitment. You know what I mean? Have clear goals of what you want your marriage to be, what clear goals of what you want for yourself and what she wants for herself, so that the marriage does not take away from the individual, but supports and builds the individual while building a marriage and building a team. So it's a fulfilling experience. Yeah.
We don't try to change each other.
No.
No.
Well, we try to
encourage.
Yeah, we facilitate.
When we see the change is coming, but we don't go in and say, I'm going to make, Colin's going to make Shelly better, Shelly's going to make Colin better by changing them.
No. If we get new information that we can use, we present information. Sometimes the information may resonate with me now, it may not with her. I'll do the resonation. At a later date, as evident, it resonates with her, then she do it. You know what I mean? Different things for different people. But love always and foremost. Most as we say, love and love alone, man, for real. No.
Communicate. Communicate. And know how to do it. And respond, not react.
Important.
I had to learn that.
Important.
Think about what you say before you say it. Because words, as they say, it hurts, and it really does come back. Even though people say, "I take back my word," it doesn't go back. Not when it resonates with that person. So, or hurt that person. So I would say definitely communicate and know how to communicate. That is the biggest thing. Will help in all situation, in all relationship, and in a marriage.
Have goals, man. As a couple, strive for something. So tomorrow is better. You see, one thing we did, we travel, we like to travel, it's that food thing again. We always set goals for ourselves. And very rarely will we take a trip and do not plan another trip, whether we have the money or not. Somehow it happened. But by having a trip, by having something to look forward to, it makes things so much better. It's called a pull, you see? Once you set a goal as a couple, it pulls you towards it. So it makes you into that. And when you get there, you set new goals and you keep going. And we have experienced a lot of that. A lot of cuisines, a lot of different things that we were able to experience in our relationship that give us depth. And now our relationship is at so many different levels in depth in things that we like in terms of food, wine, cheese, hotels experience, different tours, UNESCO sites that we like on history and things that really touch this planet that we were able to experience. And the reason why I'm saying that is that once you start small and you stick with it, you'll be surprised how big those goals become, man. And so that would be my one input. Like, give yourself something to shoot towards and limit the external options, man, because this is really a commitment. So it's not a lot of what we've been exposed to per se. It's either you're doing it or not.
Or you're not.
You know what I mean? That's why when we made the decision to do it, it was that.
Yes.
So you're not giving your resources, energy, time to things that is not serving what you want to see. And I think that's important in a time like now because we need connection, man. We need connection and connection, a one-on-one connection. The more you build that, it's something you cannot put into words because our experience, some of our experiences, we can only relate to it from the heart, man, and you can't put that in words, man. And one of those things is love and the love of my wife. Oh. Yeah, man. So I love, man, like you said, love and love alone. But, you know, once you commit to it and commit to see it through, it's written that way for a reason. You know what I mean? So you just have to check it and do it, man.
Yep.
Our ancestors did a lot of things that got us here to have these experiences. So they were not all wrong per se. You know, there's always plus and minus to say in everything. I think marriage, now that I'm experiencing this, is really one of those things that we should hold on to in our culture and make the best of it, because more example of this, I think, will be a plus than a minus in our society today, especially in the Caribbean and especially what we're seeing, man. So
Yeah.
we're here and this is our journey, you know. So 29 years to another 29 years, huh?
Yes, dear.
Looking the same, by the way.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I'm Shelly-Ann.
And I'm Cullen.
And we are
the
the Circles.